Welcome back to Love to Live in the Temecula Valley. I'm Catherine Materiali. I'm a realtor here in the Temecula Valley, and I love that I get to help people move here, get connected, and find a home that fits their life. I'd love to help you do that too. Before we jump in, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss more local shopping tours and neighborhood drives just like this one. Today, we're continuing down Murrieta Hot Springs Road, picking up just past the Sam's Club Shopping Center and heading toward Winchester Road, finishing near Margarita Road. This stretch is made up mostly of strip mall style centers, some larger than others, and they include everything from dining and medical offices to a gym, car services, and other everyday stops people use regularly. If you live in Murrieta or anywhere nearby, this is a really practical section of town to know. Let's take a drive so you can see how it's all laid out. I am starting us out, coming out of that Sam's Club Shopping Center. We're going to turn right on Murrieta Hot Springs Road, and we're actually going to finish in that shopping center you see there on the left-hand side. But just beyond this center that we just went through last week, if you haven't watched it, make sure to watch it. It's good to know that's where the Sam's Club is, Trader Joe's, and everything else. Just beyond, you've got this little strip mall here, which you can see on the drone. And actually, you can turn right there and then go into the kind of back entrance of the Sam's Club Center. Couple things, by the way, there is a great pho place in here, but you've got things like you've got the Asian market, you've got a taco shop, you've got other little things like the dental place, just your typical strip mall that has a variety of different things. There is a pho place in here. A dear client of mine, Kim, I helped her sell her home in Murrieta and buy a home in Menifee. And this was her jam. And she said, it is so authentic. It is so good. And so one time when we were looking at houses, me, her, and her daughter, who's my age, they took me there for lunch. They blessed me with taking me to lunch. It was so sweet. It is yum. It's really yum. So there it is right there. You can see it, that pho place there, super yum. And I think they're family owned. I love going to places that are family owned. So you also have the credit union in here, and you've got the 7-Eleven. So, you know, if you need to grab some gas or grab a snack or something like that before you head to the freeway or just while you're on the run, you can go there. But just kind of some random little things there that are going to be accessible to you, whether they're relevant or not. And then, as I said, so they're at the intersection. So we're going to pass that intersection. And then we're going to pass the car wash. And actually, and I know I've had so many jokes on this of how many car washes we have. That's actually the one that I am subscribed to, the Fast Five. They have one over in West Murrieta and they have one here, which is great for me because if I'm running around running errands and going to Sam's Club, I can drive through there really quick. Or if I'm more on my side of town, I can use that one too. So as much as I joke about how many different car wash places there are, I will say for me, every week I am running it through the car wash, doing a vacuum because I have wonderful people like you guys in my car, but I also have a now 8-year-old daughter and 14-year-old son who will get their snacks on the floor. So it's just a nice thing to have. It's a great convenient thing. So, okay, to the left there you can't see, but there's a park. We're heading down Murrieta Hot Springs Road. Now I will tell you too, there's actually a project. You're going to see some construction a little bit later. Actually, you may not see it in this video. You'll see it in the video that I post next week because I'm going to stop at a certain point and then flip around. And then next week's video, I'm actually going to show you the end of Murrieta Hot Springs Road where it meets Winchester. But they are widening the road towards the end, which I think will be really helpful. Not that this is a crazy high traffic area, but it does get busy at certain times of day. Okay, so now we're going in this larger center here. I'll show you what's in this one. Actually, it's not a larger center. It's kind of a medium one. This one has a gym in here. Adam and I used to come to this location we had some friends, they moved to Texas, but there's a Fitness 19, and you know how often you can join the gym and then go to different ones. So this is the one that we would go to because it was kind of a halfway point for us and our friends to meet at. So I'll show you those buildings to the left there a little bit later. We're going to kind of start here on the right hand side. That place is empty. It's been empty for a while. There's a couple of little things in here. There's a yoga place. There's a music lesson place, a cleaner. That the yoga place gets quite a bit of activity, I've noticed. It used to be called the Little Yoga Room. Now I think it's got new ownership, and I can't remember what the R stands for. Like, they kept the same R, but they changed it. And then this is where the Fitness 19 is. A beautiful gym. I can speak to this one, and they have classes, they've got spin. I had hired a personal trainer at some point because I just really wanted to learn like how to lift the weights and use the machines properly. That Thai barbecue place, I love Thai food, and I wish there was one Thai place that had everything that we all like, but it's like different ones have different things that we like. That one is decent. We have some friends, they really like that one. It's not my favorite. It's good. It just doesn't have everything that I really, really love. And then you have that car place, you've got the gas station, and then I'm going to pass the gas station, and they're building more there next to the gas station. I want to say, I think it's going to be a dental place, if I remember correctly. I saw a sign. I was so curious as to what it was going to be. And then you can see they've got more construction there. And then just beyond the construction is the Sonic. So if you want to go grab a burger or, get some sort of sweet treat, you've got the Sonic there. And then just beyond it, you have another little strip mall section with a few other extra little things. And then I'm going to flip around one more time and just show you one little extra section. There is a Boba place. This is the Boba place that we go to the most, simply just because, well, number one, it's good. They've got really yummy smoothies. They've got protein shakes. It is now owned by somebody else, but it was opened and owned by a really sweet couple, and he was one of the guys that we would always see at that Fitness 19, and he and his wife opened it. Oh, and there's a frozen yogurt place. That's a locally owned place. They've got great frozen yogurt there. That's a good one. But this Boba Love, so they started it, and they've opened one down now in Mira Mesa now, but I believe they've sold this one to somebody else, which I'm so stoked to see how well they've done with that. And they just have really been thriving. They are such a sweet couple. I actually did a video featuring that location with them a long time ago. And then this is that last little section there, which just has a few extra little things, and we're going to go back out. I'm going to go out the same way that we came in, and then we're going to hit up one more center that's on this side of the road, and then we'll flip back around, and then I'll show you a couple more little tiny strip malls, and then that center that was right on the corner across from the Sam's Club. Now at this light, you see no turn on red. It is a blind corner. So when you move here, just know when you come out this way, really do pay attention to that. You do not want to get sideswiped. And the homes across the way, there's some condos, and then if you continue up, there's 55 plus community that is quite lovely. They're all manufactured homes on permanent foundations. You own the land. It's not a leased park, and they have multiple pools and wonderful amenities. It's a very affordable way and low cost living way to live in Murrieta if you want to retire. Now, this is the last center here on the right-hand side that I'm going to pop you into. And did you see that sign that was notifying you of the construction that's happening ahead? So in this center, you've got another gym. We are not short for gyms. I will tell you. Okay, so if you're moving here from out of state, just know Californians love gyms. There are a lot of gyms. So if you're moving to the area and that's something that's important to you, just know you won't ever have to drive very far to get a gym. close to you, and they're very affordable. So you've got, I'm going to start here. I'm going to show you where the gas station is, and then I'll loop around and just show you everything that's along here and point out a couple of places that I have liked to visit for food. Everything I always point out is always like food or kid related. Have you noticed a pattern? I wish I didn't love food as much as I do. Let's put it that way. Okay, so you've got the gas station, of course, our little, quickie mart. If you want to run in and grab a snack or drink or bag of ice or something like that. Now that's Margarita Road that you can see there. I'll be leaving there again. You've got the dental office. You've got Trailhead Chiropractic. I hear good things about them. I have not visited them as a patient, but I do hear good things. So, and then you've got a little tap room there. Not a beer person, so I couldn't tell you. I can't tell you if that place is good or not, and then dance lessons and, just other little random stops that we have along here that you can see if you want to go grab a massage. Massage Envy is one of those chain type places. You've got the tax pop-up. I don't think that Jackson Hewitt is always there. I think they are there as a pop-up seasonally, just during the tax season. So that Can Zaman, I don't know if I'm saying that right. They've got some yummy food. I have eaten there with my lender, and he and his assistant, they took me to lunch there, and it's yum. It's really good. It's a nice sit down restaurant. That pizza place, we've gone there with my son. Super sweet people. It's okay. I wouldn't say that's my favorite. The Thai place, I've got their Thai. That's good Thai there. And then you have the thrift store and you have the gym. So if you need a spot, if you want to know a spot to go and take your donations, then it's good to know that you've got the Goodwill there if you want to do your donation drop off. And then that EOS Fitness, that's very similar to Fitness 19. There's another one in French Valley as well, which you'll see in a couple of weeks. Not the next video I release, but the one after that, I do show what's in the French Valley area. French Valley, okay, let's talk about that, because that's a question that I get a lot as we drive past the Jack in the Box. That's a question I get a lot. People think that French Valley is its like whole thing. French Valley is an area. It's kind of like, so I grew up in North San Diego County, and I lived in Cardiff. Cardiff is technically like a part of Encinitas. But French Valley, it's not its own thing, but when you look on the map, you see French Valley. So French Valley is some parts of French Valley are still Murrieta, and some parts of French Valley are Winchester. And it basically originates because of the French Valley Airport. And that's another question I get is, okay, French Valley Airport, if I'm close to that, is it going to be a nuisance? Is it a problem? It's a teeny tiny airport with little puddle jumper planes. Sorry, I don't mean that to be insulting. They're not big planes, and like small private jets and stuff. Okay, so I'm showing you on the drone there, just kind of, we're going to go back out. So I'm turning right on Margarita Road. Don't worry, I'll come back to the French Valley thing. So I'm turning right on Margarita Road. If we went left on Margarita, which you can't there, but if you go back the other way on Margarita, that takes you to Winchester Road. Ooh, that's Murrieta Hot Springs. That's another thing. People love that place. It is so pretty. I am not really into that, but oh my gosh, I have clients, when they come and visit, they will want to go visit that place. So that's where it's at, you guys. Okay. So just mental note, it's right there at Murrieta Hot Springs and Margarita Road. And you should totally go check that out if that's your jam. Okay. So back to the French Valley thing while we're driving towards the next center. And, I'm going to show you where some medical offices here in a second. But so French Valley Airport, it's small. In fact, I have some clients that live in the French Valley area, and her dad will come and visit. Oh, pause really quick. Okay, so this section here, I'm not going to drive through it because literally all it is different medical offices. So different specialists and such, and general practitioners. It's mostly specialists though. So just a good spot to note that, depending on what doctors you have, that is one of the spots that you may be at. Okay, so yes, so I have some clients who live in French Valley, and her dad he has a little private plane and he'll fly down and visit them. And rather than doing the LA traffic, he'll actually fly down because it's more fun for him, and she'll just pick him up at the airport. It's not obnoxious. It's not like, it doesn't cause traffic, and you may be in the flight path, but they're not big jets. So it's not some really loud, obnoxious sound. You will hear the planes, but really, honestly, it's nothing that I would be concerned with. So I just want to address that. So that's why the French Valley area has its name, because of that French Valley Airport. So kind of that whole little area around it, which is part of the end of Murrieta and part of the start of Winchester, is French Valley, okay? Now, we're going to pop into there's two little strip malls back to back. You come in the same entrance, and I'm just going to show you both of them. And nothing, big draw here. And that's the thing with strip malls, is it just depends on, this is the sort of shopping you're going to use when you're in the area and it has that little something that you need. Like might be, you can see there's the dry cleaners there. Maybe this is the closest dry cleaner to you. And this is why I've been doing these drive tours, because when I've had folks in the car with me, they want to know, like, look, donuts and bagels, like, you're not going to drive 20 minutes to go get donuts, right? Unless you saw something on Instagram and they have some trending thing that you want to try. You're not going to drive an hour to a florist, but look, you see there's a florist there. So that's why I'm doing these drive tours, just to show you, hey guys, like, this is where your local Pokeport is. This is where your donut shop is. If you live in Alta, Murrieta, which is right behind all of this, this might be the spot that you run down the street to, that has the liquor store there. You might go grab your bottle of wine there. So hopefully you find that helpful. So we talked a little bit about French Valley. Yeah, so let's talk about this area. So this, you saw, if you've been watching any of the other ones, I'm trying to do them as sequentially as possible so that you could literally, if you look at the dates, you can kind of watch them in order and see how things fit together. And hopefully that helps you give a lay of the land. And you can see here, there's just a few other little extra things. There are some vacant spots in here too. This is a very quiet little strip mall. I would say that, it does have you do have the animal hospital there. Oh, that's a good one to know. That's one that pops up a lot too, is people want to know where the local animal hospital is, or especially like the urgent care, like what happens if something happens to the pup or the kitty or something in the middle of the night, and where do you go? So it's good to know where these things are. So yeah, so behind those houses there, that's all part of Alta Murrieta. And it's a lot of those homes have beautiful views. It's kind of up on the hills, and it's low taxes. Gosh, I don't think there is. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's a single neighborhood in there that has an HOA from my recollection. Right across the street, that's where the car wash is. So remember, we drove past that earlier. So this is the car wash place, that the Fast Five, it's called. So, and it's just one of those typical, you drive through, you go through the car wash, and then you can go and pull into a stall and vacuum your car and such. And then we're going to go into one more center here on the right. And there's a couple little dining options. There's a Dunkin Donuts. And this is on the corner that we started at, and the Sam's Club Center is just to the left. So here at the end is that Lynn's Grand Buffet. Oh my gosh, we were waiting for that place to open for the longest time, and it was such a long wait. I think it was like a 3-hour wait to get into that place when it first opened. I want to say they opened like around a Mother's Day. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed. I'm sure other people really like it, but I will tell you, like on the website, we went on the website and I think they're mostly in Texas and Arizona, and I love crabs, so I was really excited. Oh, really quick, that little grocery store, the Mediterranean grocery store place, I met the gentleman who's opening that while I was waiting for a pizza at Costco. The sweetest man ever. And I don't know when they're going to open that, but oh my gosh, I definitely, when they open, I am going to support that place just because I loved him. He was such a great guy. And that's what I love about locally owned places, right? Is we get to support these amazing people who live in our community. They're investing in our community. We're investing in them. When we invest in their business, it means that they get to take care of their home, and it means that our community is going to thrive. And that just, it makes my heart overflow. So, and anytime I can support local business, I want to do that. So you've got other things in here too. You've got the chains as well. Behind this is the center that I posted before that has like the Sizzler and the Amazon Fresh and everything just on the other side of the road behind. You've got the Carl's Jr. there. I have often seen, I don't know how they partner with it, but I've seen cute little cheer teams and things like that do car washes. I think they let them use their water and do car washes in the parking lot, which I think is really sweet. But yeah, you've got the Dunkin Donuts with the drive-through, which we're passing there. That building to the right is the Coldwell Banker. You don't need to worry about that because you've got me. Every time I point out a real estate office, that's going to be my joke. You're going to be so sick of it. And that's it. And then we come right back out here, and that is Murrieta Hot Springs Road right in front of us. If you turn to the right, then you're going to get to the 215 first, and then continue down, and it goes to the 15 freeway. So hopefully that was helpful to you. That was a look at the smaller shopping centers along Murrieta Hot Springs as we head toward Winchester and Margarita. While these may not be the big warehouse or destination stores, this stretch is packed with everyday conveniences. From dining and fitness to medical offices and car maintenance, this is the kind of area that supports daily life in a really practical way. If you're considering moving to Murrieta or anywhere nearby, understanding where these day-to-day centers are located can make a big difference in your routine. If this tour was helpful, be sure to like the video and please subscribe so you don't miss more local drives and neighborhood tours around the Temecula Valley. I'd love to be your guide for all things Temecula Valley. We'll see you on the next video.